What's up with the Shovelhead? A couple people have asked me to do an update. I noticed that the oil leak that I talked to you about in a previous video coincided with an oil change that I did. And I got to thinking about it, and I got to say to myself, you know, I wonder if there is something to that, because I had read in the literature that, you know, concerning these shovelheads that, you know, are leaking, you know, because of the ball and spring in the oil pump. I had read that one of the causes for that can be putting too much oil in. So I said, doggone it all, I got to, you know, I got to test this out. You know, I have the parts. I ordered I ordered the ball and spring. In fact, I ordered a couple of them because the procedure calls for, you know, potentially using a couple of them. And so I got the parts, but I said to myself, you know, I got to check this out, because there's no sense in going into the oil pump and doing this if it was just simply caused by the fact that I put too much oil in. I'm on the Shovelhead now, and let me get out of this area here. I gotta go up and around. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I'm glad that I decided to hold off on the repair. I had a buddy come over today, and we got to talking about the situation of the bike and everything. I showed him the springs, showed him the balls, and let me just pull out of here. We got to looking at the oil system. In order to make this repair of the oil pump, it's going to be necessary to take off the return oil line on the bike, and that was a little bit messier than what I wanted to get into today. And so I said, the hell with it, because I really do think most, if not all, of my leakage problem is because I put too much oil to get through this. It's because I put too much oil in the motor when I did the oil change, combined with the fact that, you know, the spring is probably weak. Spring that I purchased brand new, and it's weak. It's a weak spring, so best thing to do now is to run the bike. So I'm out doing a 50-mile, well, 40 or 50 mile run right now. And when I wheeled the bike out, I put a little bit of a microfiber cloth with an elastic band over the vent tube that vents the oil from the crankcase, just in case I got any kind of drippage at all. So I got very little drippage when I started it up. I got very little sumpage. I got no sumpage. And my buddy was talking about something that I thought was a very good point. He suggested that if I make this repair, do it in conjunction with an oil change. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the ball and spring in the oil pump in conjunction with my next oil change. That way I don't have to worry about pinching off the return line and keeping all kinds of oil off the floor. I'll just drain the oil, and then I'll take the return line off so I can access the key to take the key out and then reveal the spring and the ball and replace that ball and spring. And then I'll just reattach the return oil line to the oil pump and, you know, fill the bike up with fresh oil. I don't know, I may wait until I get, you know, 2,500 miles on this oil, or I may go ahead and just drain this oil out, seeing as how it's good oil and I got a brand new pan. I may drain this oil out next week, and if I drain it out, you know, I can drain it into the pan and make the repair, and then I can put the oil, that same oil, back into the bike, back into the motor, because it's fresh oil. So I haven't quite decided what I want to do there. But the bike is running really well, and I'm happy to report that Ruby is doing well. And I think it was my bad when I changed the oil. I think I put too much oil in, and that's what the cause of the sumping was. So anyway, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Everything is good here from South Florida